so sorry.
How are you?
I'm good. I just did a live. I was on YouTube Live, and it's usually an hour, and it ran 2.5 hours. I'm so sorry.
Oh my goodness. Wow. That's okay. Don't worry. We've
Oh
been
my
trying to get
God.
together. I've been wanting to do a live with you for some time now. So we're here. We're finally
Yes.
here.
Oh,
So it's
thank you.
all good.
Thank you so much. And actually, I'm gonna put on my headphones so I have optimal sound too.
Okay.
Thank you, Mama. My roommate helped me out. Okay. Woo. Oh God, this is
Awesome.
crazy. But my phone is dying, so I guess I can't do the headphones. All right. Sorry, boo. I gotta get it together. But yeah,
It's all
sorry. Oh my God, my live went way too long, and then I saw your notification, and I was like, oh my God, I gotta go off live. So I just got off YouTube Live.
yeah, no problem. Hey, you're a busy girl, and that's good. Busy is good sometimes, right?
Yes. Thank you for understanding.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being here on the live. I'm so happy to have you, Ms.FitVegan, aka Jeanette. We met for the first time. I think it was at Vegandale or was it Block Party? It was one of those. It was in Virginia
Yeah,
City.
one of those. One of those.
One of those, right? And so we had met, and I said, "Oh, we got to do a live, sometime in the future." We're both in, the same arena of plant-based living and eating healthy, and also just, supporting other women as well on this journey through our transformations, making our mess our message. And I think it's really important that we get to get on here on each other's pages and let everybody know what we do, right? So my audience gets to know a little bit about you, and your audience hopefully gets to know a little bit about me. And it's a win-win all the way around, because people get to hear about what we have to offer, and what we want to give to everybody. So thank you for being here.
Thank you. And I'll never forget, you had such a beautiful outfit and your hat. I'll never forget meeting you. I was like, who is this queen? And yeah, I really love what you said about making your mess into your message. Absolutely. I was
Yes.
just talking about that on live, saying how everything we went through, everything we go through is for a reason. So yeah, I'm making, definitely for sure, I made a mess of my health and my life and my body, and I'm turning it into something good, you
Yeah.
know?
And this is the thing that's great, is that, and this is what I teach my clients, and is that, you get to make a decision, right? Because we can change things all with a decision, right? Like, do we decide we want to do this? And that we can do it at any stage in our life, right? We all have our journeys, right? And we go through certain things, and until there's something that you're like, oh my God, I get to make this change. But Jeanette, I wanted to say something. First of all, I love your freaking reels. Okay. I love the cutie fruity, all the stuff that you always come up with. I'm like, she's so clever, and I love it. So it's really, really catching my eye, and I love watching watching your lives. So they're amazing. Keep it up.
Thank you, Boo. Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Thank you.
And I wanted to say that I don't remember when I started following you. It's been a while. I don't, you know how it is with IG. You find someone and then you follow them. But I noticed something about you, like, maybe, I don't know, maybe 6, 8 months ago, like this switch, like, I don't know, you just came up and you were showing up differently. And you were just like, I just felt like you were going all out. And so you've been really inspiring me to really get out there and be authentically me, right? Like, we get to be authentically ourselves, no matter who cares, no matter, what people think of us. So anyway, I probably should go back a little bit, because I got so many things. I wrote down a few things, and I know we're pressed for time, but I wanted to just for you to tell us a little bit about, like, your journey and how everything got started for you. And like I said, the shift that you had, it feels like not too long ago, maybe 8 months ago, maybe a year ago. Like, I really saw like a shift in like how you were posting, what you were saying.
Yeah. Wow. You're very perceptive. Absolutely. There was a shift in my consciousness and in I was just like, honestly, my whole life, I was afraid to be myself. Because, just like the rest of us, I was made fun of as a kid. I wasn't, I didn't fit in. I wasn't good enough to be with the cheerleaders. I was overweight. I had bad acne. I wasn't popular at all as a kid. And I was always, and that affected me as an adult. And I just felt like scared to be myself. But so honestly, I learned a lot. And the more you read and the more you learn and the more you connect with other people, you realize what's actually important. And a few years ago, I actually had a shift, which was my sister passed away.
Oh,
And
yes, I've seen you post
I
that.
don't know
So
if you've ever
sorry.
lost, thank you. I don't know if you've ever lost a loved one, but most people have at this point. And so, my sister's death taught me everything I need to know about life, which is it's very short. And we have a finite amount of time here. And I am
Tomorrow's never
true,
guaranteed.
and it's not guaranteed. And I'm going to choose to do what I can to help as many people as I can and just be authentically me, because that's how, the more personal things are, the more universal they are. And so I started putting myself out there and getting vulnerable and doing scary things. And then I started feeling better about being here, and my sister wasn't here, because I was dealing with her death and I was just like, wait, why is she not here and I'm still here? And then I realized I'm here for a reason. Everybody's watching this for a reason. Everybody's here for a reason. And so, yeah, thank you so much for asking about that. And you were going to
Yeah.
say?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I was thinking when you were saying about your sister passing and you really showing up being yourself, there was something I wanted to say to that, that we have to, because, right, we have all these limiting beliefs, right? And believe me, I'm there too. I'm at the stage in my life where I'm getting to that. I'm at that point, like, I don't give a rat's ass what you think about me anymore. Like, it's so tiring, right? Isn't it so much more work to be thinking about what everyone else is thinking? And then, we shrink ourselves down, right? We start playing small. And, we get to really, like you said, just embrace who we are and have that freedom to just be authentically you. Like, we need more people like that, because everybody, I don't say everybody, but many people walk around with these masks, right? That are really not, really
And
not,
I still
because of the
do.
people.
Yeah. And I
And
still do
yeah,
sometimes.
there's layers.
And also, what you said is, yeah, so true. It's exhausting. And one of my mentors, Brad Yates, who is he is an EFT practitioner. I don't know if you're into tapping or EFT.
I'm not into it, but I'm aware of it. Yeah, I've not done it myself.
He taught me, I've studied tapping with him, and he taught me that the things we think other people are thinking about us are actually the things that we are thinking about us. And it's exhausting trying to figure out what people are thinking about us. Let's just not care anymore. Like, yes, treat everyone the way you want to be treated. Make your message about love and kindness and compassion
Mm-hmm.
and helping others, but stop caring, because they're not even thinking about your ass. They don't
Yeah.
even care. Like, you're the only one who cares, and you're trying to figure out what they're thinking, and you're wasting energy and you're wasting your
Mm-hmm.
time. And like you just said, we don't have all the time in the world. The Buddha said, the problem is you think you have time. And you don't. You don't know what
Yeah.
happens tomorrow. You just said it. Tomorrow's not guaranteed.
Right.
So
Yeah.
so thank you for thank you for inviting me on your show, because I love the opportunity to talk to somebody like you who gets it, who knows
Mm-hmm.
that, yeah, it's scary to put yourself out there. It's not easy, but guess what? The easy never pays well. The easy things are not fulfilling.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I was working with a business coach a couple of years ago, and this is when I was first starting in my journey. So I'm still in corporate America. I have my coaching business on the side, which is my side gig, which is going to be the full-time gig eventually, where I get to exit from corporate America and do this full time. And I was, starting out, and I hired a coach. And, one of the things that really stuck with me, because in the beginning I was like, oh, I got to go live. Like, I got to do this whole Facebook thing, and I got to go on IG, and like, what are people going to think about my hair? And, right, it was all this stuff. And she's like, you know what? When you have a gift, you have to take yourself out of the equation, because you're making it about you. It's not about you. It's about the people that you get to serve, and the people that need to hear your message and need to know, that there are options, and that there's another way to live, that this is not the only conditioning from what we see on the news and what we hear on the radio and what's been programmed, right, as we've been growing up through culture or whatever, right, that we get to take ourselves out of the equation, stop being selfish, and give, right, and take yourself out of it. And then that's when I was like, okay, it's not about me, it's about helping others.
I love that. Oh, I live by that. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah. So it's like that really helped me a lot, and that little by little, and like anything, right, as you do it more and more, you feel more comfortable, you get better at it, and you go from there. But so tell me, how did you transition to plant-based and going, actually, you're 100% fruit, right? Fruitarian? Or you
I'm
do some greens and salads, right?
I'm raw. I'm 100% raw vegan.
Okay.
a fruit-based diet for sure is my lifestyle, but I eat nuts and seeds and seaweed if I want, and lots of veggies. So a raw vegan, I would say.
Okay. Okay. And how did you, when did that come about that you made that shift to raw vegan? Because I've done raw for some time, and, you know, I actually feel better when I do raw, right? And I'm like, oh, you know, I may have to do one of your courses, and I'm like, I would like to go raw, but I'm like, oh, can I really do it? You know, so how did you make that transition?
Yes. So yes, and I do have a course coming up October
Yes.
30th.
Oh, October 30th. Okay.
I'm starting my first ever 6-week group coaching course where it's going to be one-on-one coaching with me and my friend Matt from Raw Intuition. And we're capping it off at 10 people because it's going to be a very intense, very personal,
Intimate. Yeah, I love it.
intimate 6 weeks. And I'm going to be on your ass for 6 weeks. So be careful what you wish for, boo, because if you sign up for this course, you'll never be the same. Okay,
Wow.
seriously, because I know what it takes to change, and it's not easy, but with support and with knowledge and accountability, it's possible. You know, we're always trying to do everything alone, and it's like, why?
Lone wolfing. It's hard. And why?
It's not necessary. You don't have to do it alone. Find somebody who's getting the results you want and work with them. And so my journey, okay, so I didn't do it alone. No, I didn't even know about the raw vegan diet. So I went vegetarian in 2010 because I saw a movie, I saw a documentary, and there was an animal cruelty element in the documentary, and I didn't know that existed. I didn't know anything about animal cruelty, so I immediately went vegetarian. But I didn't go vegan because I thought I needed fish. Is it Sandra or Sandra?
Sandra's great. You're from New York, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from New York too. So all my New Yorker friends say Sandra.
Sandra.
Yeah, I like Sandra.
Yeah. You're from New York. Oh, okay.
Yeah, what part are you from?
I'm from Brooklyn, Sheepshead
Okay,
Bay.
I'm from Long Island. So I'm always like, I'm from Long Island. I'm like, okay.
Long Island.
Long
yeah,
Island,
I hear it.
know?
I hear it, Sandra. Now, so I love it. So do you know Fred Bishi then?
No.
Ooh, he's raw vegan. He's from Long Island, and he's a 93-year-old raw vegan. And
What's his name?
Fred Bishi, Bisci.
Okay.
And he's been raw for over 50 years.
I wonder did he ever do anything with Fully Raw Christina, like a YouTube video?
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so. But he does stuff with Mike Perrine, if you know him. He's from Long Island too.
Okay.
But where were we in the story? Oh yes, I went vegetarian. I needed fish in my head because I didn't know another vegan. But then a year later, I met a vegan, and he put me on. He put me on to the raw diet, and I was like, okay, well, I don't want to just be a vegan. I want to be healthy. So I went raw vegan. I went from vegetarian to raw vegan in 2011, and I felt so good and so alive for the first time in my life that I was like, I'm not going back. You know, I also was at a rock bottom in my life at that time. I had really bad acne. I was overweight. Even though I was vegetarian, I was eating crap. I was eating a lot of dry cookies, cakes, and candies, and pasta, peanut butter and jelly, and you know, all the things. And,
right, because you could be vegan and not be healthy. There's lots of vegan things out there that are not healthy. So I hear
this day and age. Now, back in the day, in 2010, when I went vegetarian in 2010, there was no Beyond Beef, Ben and Jerry's.
Right.
So I had to there was only like Tofutti, which was nasty.
Which was
so nasty. Tofutti. Yeah.
Yes.
And so anyway, long story short is I went raw 2011. I felt so good. I felt so alive. I was like inspired for the first time in my life. And I never looked back. And it helped me lose over 50 pounds, clear my cystic acne, grow my hair. It helped me get rid of my chronic fatigue, my depression, which was definitely food related. The food affects you. You know, they say your brain is actually in your gut. Okay, it's your second brain. And the reason why we're in a bad mood is because we're eating bad food.
Absolutely.
So if you want to be healthy, if you want to feel healthy, if you want to look healthy, you got to eat healthy. There's no way around it.
There's no way around it. And, you know, I have a t-shirt that said, you know, and I always throw this out there. I'm like, hey, when you eat clean, you taste clean, right? I don't know if you ever follow Sexy Fit Vegan, but she had a tank top made. vegans taste better. I'm like, I have got to get one of those because it's true, right? You are what you eat. So if you eat crap, you're going to be crap inside. If you eat, clean, really good food, you're going to be clean inside. You're going to taste clean. You're going to smell clean. Yes, it's
Love it.
100%, 100%.
Absolutely. And now, so I went raw, and I did have someone who helped me, but he didn't know he wasn't raw. And he became my boyfriend, but like he was a junk food vegan who just knew about the raw lifestyle. And what happened, Sandra, is that I did it wrong. I did the raw vegan lifestyle wrong. I was eating, I had lots of oil in my salad dressings. I was making salad dressings with like a half cup of oil.
Right.
Oils are processed food.
Right.
Anybody here is eating oil. I don't care what kind of oil it is. And this is just my experience and opinion. But when I was eating, the organic cold pressed olive oil, oh, my skin was terrible. My hair was oily. I was overweight as a raw vegan. Okay. I wasn't feeling good. I was tired all the time. I was eating lots of nuts, lots of salt, Himalayan pink salt, dehydrated foods, and I wasn't feeling good. And I was like, wait, I'm eating the best diet on earth. How is this possible? And it turns out it wasn't the best. There's a way to be an unhealthy raw vegan, and that's why I'm doing this course now, because there's a lot of people that don't know what they don't know, and I want to try and help people that were like me, and they wanted to do their best, but they just didn't know. And so I have an application process because I'm not just working with anyone. I'm very picky. And so if anybody's interested, DM me the word transformation. Just send me a DM with the word transformation, and I will send you the application. See if you would, if it's going to be a good fit for you. And we start in less than 2 weeks. So it's very exciting.
Awesome. Yeah. And it's for the person who's ready to make that change, right? And like I was just saying before, it's all about a decision, right? It's like everyone's like, yeah, I want to do it, but you got to put the work in too, right? You got to be open to learn. Right?
Everybody wants to be, who doesn't want to look better, feel better, clear their skin, look younger? Because I'm almost 40, okay? I'm almost 40. And I know I look 20. I know. Calm down, Sandra. I know. But
I love it.
But we look young because we take care of ourselves.
That's right.
You gotta put in the work, boo. You're not gonna get something for nothing in this reality. Maybe the next lifetime, but not in this one. So yeah, I put in the work. I put in the work to clear my skin, which I always wanted to have clear skin. It was one of my main goals of going raw. The raw thing was, personally, it wasn't about health. I wanted to be beautiful. God damn it.
Yeah. Well, you are beautiful.
I wanted it my whole life. And I wanted to just be able to leave my house without worrying about makeup and putting on the primer and the foundation and the powder and the concealer. And I used to cake it on, guys. And now I wake up and I go out, and it's such a blessing, and I'll never forget this blessing. I'll never take it for granted that I get to just go out and be online without makeup on. I'll never take it for granted.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. Even, I look back too, and our journeys are similar too. I went plant-based as well, and I did it through a 21-day raw vegan cleanse, right? And I had no intention on going vegan. I didn't even know what a vegan was. A friend was like, hey, let's do a challenge. I'm going to do a spring cleaning for my body. I'm doing this raw vegan cleanse. So of course it was no meat, no dairy, no nuts, no seeds. I mean, it was just basically fruits and greens, and that was it. So it was, no caffeine, no alcohol, no salt, no sugar, nothing. I mean, completely stripped for 21 days. And I was like, all right, I'm up for a challenge. I love a challenge. And at the end of those 21 days, just like you, I just felt so freaking amazing. My skin was glowing. I had lost 12 pounds. I had energy. Like I was like ready to rock and roll. And I was like, holy shit, I feel so damn good. I'm like, and so I was like, if this is how I feel after 21 days, I could imagine how I could feel over a lifetime. And just like you, so at the end of those 21 days, it was from May 1st through May 21st, 8 years ago. And I said, you know what, I'm not going back. There's no way I can go back. But for a little bit, I said, you know what, maybe I should keep fish in my diet. And the only reason I did was because I thought, how am I going to be social? How am I going to go out on restaurants? How am I going to be with other people, And then, so I did, and I didn't buy it at home, but I would have it. If there was no options for me at a restaurant other than fish, I would eat fish. So I did that for about 3 or 4 months. Then I watched the documentary Cowspiracy, and they were talking about, the oceans and, the fish and the mercury and how they fit and all this. And I walked out of the theater and I said, okay, that's it. I don't need it. I haven't craved it. And never went back. And it's been 8 years later. And it has been the best decision of my life, because I was also at a turning point where I had just ended my 21-year marriage. And, you know, I was living for my family, everybody else except for me. And I was like, what about Sandra? What does she want, you know? And when I went plant-based and I started eating cleaner, that's when my mind was like I saw things differently. I was like, oh, you know, it was like that, oh, you know, you're singing and you're like, wait, so you mean the world is not really like what I thought it was? And so-and-so is not out for my best interest, like the government, and like all the stuff is going on that I didn't know. And it was like this sense of clarity. And when you go raw, it's even more, right? So I did the raw for 21 days and I stayed raw for quite some time, but then, you know, eventually started adding in cooked foods and things like that. But it's amazing what it'll do for your health, right? And your transformation, like you said, you've lost weight, you feel great, and look at you now, what you're doing to, you know, give to the world. And
I want to clarify. Thank you, Sandra. By the way, Cowspiracy was 8 years ago?
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my God, time.
8 years. It was, I saw the movie actually in Miami, and you know who was there for the it was like I guess it was the movie before it came out. Rich Roll was there with his wife, Suramonti. They were there. It was at one of the theaters, like in Miami, like old theaters. Yep. Wow. And I went with the girl who invited me to do the cleanse with her. So that was 8 years ago.
I can't believe it.
I did it in May, and then I saw Cowspiracy. I think it was that September or October of that same year.
That's incredible. But I also wanted to clarify that my philosophy has changed a lot over the years. I truly used to think that cooked food was poison, but now I understand that there is a difference between healthy cooked food and unhealthy cooked food. And I just want everyone to know that, okay? There is a difference. A sweet potato is not the same as a deep fried Oreo. Let's just calm down. You know, like, because people go off the deep end and they're just like, I can't do this. I can't eat healthy. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You don't have to be raw to be healthy. But you have to be healthy if you want to feel good. If you want to have the body of your dreams, if you want to have the clarity, like you talked about, if you want to have the skin that you love, if you want to feel your best and look your best, you're going to have to take care of yourself. Like, you're going to have to put in the best. You put in the best. And you know what's good. We all know what to eat and what not to eat. We all know, you know, like I'm not against cooked food if it's healthy. I'll never, ever put anything in my body ever again that is not serving me. And so I also want to clarify that. My course is for people that either want to be 100% raw, because it's definitely possible. I've been doing it for 11 years. Or they want to be high raw, or they want to be a healthy vegan. So we're going to teach these 3 ways. And I love the guy that I'm doing the course with, Matt, because he also gets it. He understands that you don't need to be 100% raw to be 100% healthy. And that I really love, because a lot of these people, like in the movement, they're like, no, it's 100% or none. Like, you have to do a 40-day juice cleanse to get the mucoid plaque out, or else you're going to die. And it's like, or else you have parasites and you can't, no, that doesn't, you can't fool me. Like, you can fool some of these noobs, but not me, because I've been doing this Sandra, I've been doing this for 11 years.
Yeah. Now, I want to ask you a question.
My little TED Talk. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Awesome. High raw. What do you mean by high raw? Does that mean like mostly raw?
Yes. So I recommend to clients and to people, if you want to get off processed food, being a high raw vegan is the way to go. So breakfast, raw vegan, lunch, raw vegan, and then dinner, fruit before you eat your dinner, and then a big, delicious, amazing, cooked, healthy vegan meal. Like, maybe you want to have, you know, some grains, some rice, some quinoa in there. You want to have roasted veggies. You want to have whatever it is that's warm and satisfying to you. This is a great way to get off processed food, because dinner is usually the hardest part. You know, dinner has to be like satisfying and savory. And some people don't yet know that a salad can be super amazing and satisfying. And if you want to make healthy, if you want to make your dinner healthy, then do me a favor. Always have a raw element and put your cooked food into that salad. So
Mm,
if you want sweet potatoes, put it in a big salad.
right,
Eat it with a big salad. You want to have rice and beans, mix it in a big salad. That will help you digest it. You need those live enzymes to digest
right.
food. And so, yeah, I definitely know that it's possible to be an unhealthy raw vegan, just like it's possible to be a very healthy person eating cooked food. It all depends on how you're cooking it. It all depends on what you're eating. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. And so quickly on your course, so I know it's 6 weeks, so you guys will be providing like recipes and stuff as well for people to learn like how to get in the kitchen and ideas of like what do I have and maybe like again the social aspect. You guys cover like the social. I'm sure you probably do the social aspect of it, right? And like when you go out with other people who are not raw vegan and look at you like you're the alien when they're eating steak and they're like, oh my God, you're so weird.
You're so weird eating your species specific food. You are the weirdo. You know it's a sick and because I can tell what kind of person you are now. You know that they're lying to us, and it's only in a sick and twisted society, Sandra, would it be weird to be eating an exclusively plant-based diet.
Right, right.
Like that's crazy. But eating the
Radical,
steak.
like, oh, no, it's so radical. Okay, but you're there with open heart surgery because your cholesterol level is this high, but I'm eating like raw, and that's like radical. Like, people don't put it into perspective, you know? It's like, all right, come on, people.
Yeah, boo. But once you know better, you can do better. And yes, of course, we talk about how to eat socially with people that are not raw because for sure, you gonna not be surrounded by raw vegans in this world. Like, I don't know, honestly, I know one raw vegan in my real life here in Miami. I know one. And everybody else I know eats basically a junk food vegan diet. You know, most of my friends here eat, yeah, and that's okay because to each his own. I don't mind as long as you're not hurting animals. Do you, boo? But
Right.
when you're ready to get healthy, and if you want to lose weight and you want to clear your skin, then you know where I am. You know, I'm gonna help
Right.
you. But
Absolutely. Yeah,
yeah,
and that's why I think these programs are really important too, because not only that, you know, you get to meet other people, right? Because community is great to be within community, other like-minded individuals that will support you, right, on this journey and help you along the way until you can be like, okay, I got this, you know, and then you've met some friends along the way, which is great.
community is key. That's key because a lot of people fall off the life eating healthy and living a healthy lifestyle because they're not surrounded by healthy people. When I hang out with my friends, even though they eat some unhealthy food, we do things like I don't go to McDonald's with people and watch them eat a Beyond. I think McDonald's has vegan stuff, right? I
I
don't
don't,
go.
I think Burger King has, I don't know if McDonald's, I don't know.
I'm sure McDonald's is capitalizing on it,
I'm sure
but
some have.
basically I don't go to these places with them. Where do we go? We go to yoga, we go to the beach, we go to parks, we go to do things that are healthy that we have in common. You know, you don't always have to eat with people, which honestly I don't go out to restaurants very much. I don't enjoy them. The servings are never big enough. I always leave hungry. It's always just like a waste of time. And if I do go to restaurants, I'm gonna be honest, I bring my own fruit. I bring fruit because it's just
I
like
used to bring my own avocado and I'd be like, I need my avocado.
That's a great idea. You order a salad, there's always a salad, and then you have your avocado.
Right.
Bring
Because
your own
they'll charge you like
dressings.
$3 for like 2 slivers of avocado when you could just bring your own.
Yeah, no. We're not noobs. So yeah, they're not gonna fool us. But anyway, yes, so eating socially is a big, big aspect of the course, and you're gonna learn everything on how to survive in this very unhealthy world. And not just survive, thrive.
Exactly.
Thrive. Because you weren't here, you weren't born. You were born to live your purpose. And when you walk with purpose, you collide with your destiny. But you can only get there if you are willing to put in the work and try new things. And you know, we weren't born this way. We weren't born healthy. We were born into a society telling us to eat all this unnatural stuff. And we had to learn. And we did it. And we took new, and we found new recipes. And we took the steps. And we met new people. And we did what we had to do. And if you're listening to this and you need a change, well, then you gotta change. You've got to change. If you need a change in your body, in your health, in the way you feel, then you have to take responsibility for it. And I can help you, but I can't do the work for you.
Right.
Sandra can't
Exactly.
either, but we can try to inspire you, give you all the knowledge,
Mhm.
give you all the encouragement and the tools, And, you know, me and my business partner, Matt, is great because he, you know, I'm the coach and he's like your support. He's your supporter because you always need coaches in your life and
Yeah.
cheerleaders, you
Right.
know? And
Yes.
like, I'm not so nice sometimes because that's just how
You're
I was.
straightforward. You're like,
That's
hey,
just
this
how
is
I
the
was
deal.
designed. And he's very nice and he will support you and give you the knowledge and be really
So it's a
supportive.
good match.
And I'm going to yell at you and curse at you because in the course, we have a private WhatsApp group. And so everyone texts me every day, everything they eat. So everything you eat, I get a photo of it. And if you miss a meal, I'm going to call your ass and I'm going to find out where you ate. What were you doing? Don't waste my time because I love you and I want the best for you. And we only have a finite amount of time here. Nicole is here. Nicole is one of my good friends. She's my boo. And she's one of the people I yell at. She's one of my boos that I yell at. Boo, don't waste my time because you're worth it. And I'm tired of seeing people suffering. I'm tired of seeing people upset with the way they look.
Yeah.
You deserve the body of your dreams. You deserve to feel good.
Absolutely.
I got
think
on a little
people are more in survival mode than they are in thriving mode. And it's really sad. You know, it really is sad that we should be thriving, right? And not just be in this survival mode of, you know, the hamster wheel and, you know, picking up fast food all the time. But yeah, you know, it's all about, like you said, making a decision. My favorite saying is always like, when there's a will, there's a way.
Ooh,
There's a will,
yes.
there's a way. So you got to have the will, right? And so it's like you can give all the excuses you want. Oh, I couldn't do it because of this or that. Why is that important to you? And that's one of the things that is the first question is, you need to be connected to your why. Why is this important to you? Is it because of your health? Is it because of ethical reasons? Is it for the environment? Is it because of whatever? You need to be connected to that so strongly that that's what's going to help you continue moving forward, right? Getting the support like yourself, myself, a coach, a mentor, a program, community. But yeah, absolutely. It's like when there's a will, there's a way.
Absolutely. And I wanted to share one of my favorite quotes, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I have it right here. I wasn't gonna read it, but you inspired me just now because I love this quote because this is how I lived my life and this is how I became a successful, healthy person. I had a food addiction. I mean, we could talk forever, but basically I was an emotional eater, okay, for like 26 years. And it was very hard to break, but here is how I live my life now, okay? This is my favorite quote. When you master the things under your control, the uncontrollable eventually become irrelevant. Now, what does that mean? That means that in my course, I'm gonna teach you how to live your life so that it doesn't matter if somebody brings a dozen vegan donuts to the office. It doesn't matter who invites you to what restaurant for their birthday you have to go. It doesn't matter if you're busy, tired, not feeling like it. It doesn't matter because guess what? If you want a result, you're gonna find either the way to do it or you're going to find an excuse. And what you just said is absolutely true. When there's a will, there's a way, and you will have to do it anyway sometimes, whether you're not feeling like going to the store and going shopping, whether you feel like ordering that pizza instead, whether you feel like it or not. And that's how successful people become successful in any area of life, whether that's health, their relationships, their career, their body. They do it anyway.
Right. Feel the fear and do it anyway, right? Fear is only false evidence appearing real. False evidence appearing real. Fear.
Yeah. And once you put in enough reps, Sandra, then your body doesn't want junk food anymore.
No, you don't crave it anymore. Your palate changes.
Yeah. Yeah. Your taste buds change every 7 days and your body is constantly learning what it wants. And if you go for 7 days without something that you really, really love, guess what? You're going to stop losing a taste for it. You're going to stop craving it. And the more fruit and veggies you put in, the more you're going to want. You are what you eat. You crave what you're made of. And it just gets easier and easier every single day. People ask me all the time, Sandra, they're like, how do you not eat bread? Well, I haven't had it for 11 years, boo. My body doesn't know that that's food. My body only knows that fruit and veggies, nuts and seeds are food. So it's possible, but if you got to want it bad, like you said, you got to want it bad. You got to want to know, you need to know your why, and you need to know, you need to keep that in the forefront of your mind. So.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Jeanette, for joining me tonight live. I'm so glad that we finally got, I mean, we could go on and on. There's so much to
Let's do
talk
this
about.
again.
I was
Let's
going
do
to
this
say,
again.
yeah, we can definitely do another live and yeah, get on here periodically and just share the love. So thank you again for coming live. Your program starts October 30th, right? What's it called?
It's called the Ultimate Raw Transformation Program. I'm really proud of it, and I'm really excited for it. And I'm just honestly, I'm just doing this program so I can meet amazing people, and because I just love to surround myself with people that are doing better, wanting better, and just taking care of themselves, the planet, the animals. And I always meet, like, all my clients become like my best friends. So I'm just
Yeah.
getting friends. I'm just doing this to get friends.
Exactly. It's amazing. It
Yes.
is. Awesome.
Thank
All
you so
right.
much,
Well,
Boo.
I'm wishing you the best of luck. We'll stay in touch. Thank you again for showing up here tonight and coming on live with me. We'll do it again.
Thank you, Boo.
All right, my dear. Mwah. Take care. Bye.